Hey brats, welcome back to the channel, and today I want to say a huge thank you once again. Asterion has sent us another cool thing to check out and unbox. This is their Aura stand. So if you're on Instagram, you've probably seen this. It's all over the place right now. It's a little stand that holds your VR, and it's not a full RGB scale. You can't adjust every color, but it's got 8 different color options. It lights up, looks awesome, and I think it's gonna be perfect because my Rift S has been sitting on the ground for far too long. So let's open this thing up and check it out. Comes in a small box. It's a lot smaller than I was expecting. I think it's a pretty small footprint stand, so I know for some of you who are talking about some of the other stands that we've looked at lately being too big, this one looks like it's awesome, although it's not gonna charge everything for you. So let's open this up. Always have that small unboxing knife handy. You don't want to hurt yourself. Explore your spectrum. Uncover your aura. All right. Wow, this is small. So it comes with the old school style cable. It's not USB-C. It's a USB micro. We got the stand itself and some books and crap. Product manual, we don't need that. So much like most products these days, it comes with a cable. It doesn't come with the wall plug. So keep that in mind if you don't have extra wall plugs. Most of us do by now, but still, it's something to keep in mind. If you're getting one, you're gonna need that wall plug. It's nicely packaged up to keep it safe. Oh, that's fun. It comes with a sunlight warning for your VR headset, talking about keeping your VR out of the sun. So smart, they give you extra warnings basically, not to leave it somewhere the sun's gonna reach it when it's on the stand. So one thing that people have been missing in the reviews and stuff, something that's important to note here, is there is a cover on this. So people see it and they think, oh, this looks like a dingy plastic. This isn't cool. It has covers on both sides of it to keep it safe in shipping. You've got to remove these covers. Comes off pretty easy except for around the corners. So I think people realize that one's a cover, but I think the problem was they're not realizing there's a cover on the other side too. I don't blame them for not seeing it. It's not as easy to get it off the other side. So see, once you take that off, that is a beautiful clear plastic. So some people in the reviews were like, hey, this looked really cool in the pictures. Now it doesn't look that cool in person. Well, you gotta take the covers off. Do you get a new phone and not take the covers off? Come on, people. All right, slides in the middle and pops in place. Very small footprint here on this stand. You can hold any VR headset. So then you plug it into the wall with the included cable. That goes in the very back here. So now we're gonna plug this in, and much like the last Asterion stand, we might not get the full effect with how many lights are on in here. I may have to turn the lights down. There we've got green, so you've got 2 buttons on here. You got the power button in case you don't want the light on, in case you're going to bed or something, and this is in the same room. And then we've got a button here to cycle. Green, blue, dark blue, purple, white, red, yellow, green. I was kind of hoping, there we go. Now that's the setting I'm gonna use. It's the same, I've got my RGBs in my PC setup. Cycles through colors. So that's definitely, I think, the coolest thing. Although of course you can use any single color you want, but to have it just sitting there and cycling through colors, that's super cool. So very small footprint. So let's check it out with a couple headsets. So you can have your headset standing up straight on it. Seen a couple people on Instagram trying to put it like another way on here. I don't know. I saw someone with it like that. I didn't care for the way that looked. I think really, the way it's meant to be and the best way it's gonna look is having your headset just standing up like that. So that's a Rift S on there. I think the Quest is probably one of the best looking ones just because the Quest is so small that it fits really nicely on there. It's easy to grab it and take it off. The only considerations, of course, you don't have a place that'll hold your controllers necessarily. But what's nice about this, it now has an extra USB port on the side here. So whether you're using a Quest, whether you're using something that you need to charge up controllers, if you put a Vive on here, you'd have that USB port and you could either run that obviously to one controller at a time. You get a splitter cord, plug them both in, or if you get like one of the little charging docks that they have for the Vive or for the PSVR ones, you could have that hooked up, hide that cable too, have that next to it. Your controllers could stand here and charge, and you could have this, and it's still going to be a much more adjustable footprint than like the other Asterion stand that was, you know, it was pretty big, took up a lot of space. This, I mean, you could have this on the edge of a desk, you could have a dock for controllers to next to it, and you wouldn't have to have that large of a surface area. Where with that Asterion, I pretty much needed the whole table for it. So it's definitely very good looking. It is prone to fingerprints, I can tell you that already just from this little bit of time I've been touching on it. So it's something that you're probably gonna want to wipe it down when you dust if you want to keep it looking its best. But I definitely think that is a beautiful stand. I really like how it looks, and that's going to house my Rift S, because I've got my magnetic charging stand for the Oculus. I've got a couple different PSVR charging stands. This will be for my Rift S now next to my desk, so I like that about it. One thing about it, it is meant to be in such a way that you can easily take this back apart if you need to, so it doesn't stay permanently in there once you get it, just slides in and out. So that's another feature to be aware of. It's easy to take this thing apart if you need to. I won't be. I'll be getting this set up, plugged in, and it'll be sitting there forever. But that's pretty cool. And then the different color options are really nice. I think this thing looks great. So I'll probably take a couple pictures, post it up on Instagram with some less lighting here. But real quick, I'll turn the lights down just so you can kind of see full effect here what this is going to look like. So it's $30 on Amazon. Realize that what you're getting, it is small. It's really all about the lights. I mean, it's got a charging port, but really if you're buying this, you're buying it for the look and the light. So it's $30. Some harsh reviews on Amazon, several of them I noticed were because they said it came scratched up and damaged and they hadn't taken the covers off of it. So something to be aware of there, take the covers off. And then some people said, oh, it doesn't work with the Quest because it doesn't take a USB-C. Well, you just need a cable that goes from regular USB to USB-C to charge the Quest. So that's something people complain about. So here's my Quest. This is a GoPro cable, regular USB to USB-C. And that Quest is registering power and charging. So it does work. You just need one of these cables. If you didn't have one, that could be annoying, but I think most people by now with a phone or whatever else, they do have one. Let me know what you think in the comments if you've gotten one. I know Asterion's been pretty awesome. It's been sending these out. They've been doing a lot of giveaways on Instagram. So if you got one, let me know what you think of it. I think it's cool. It's very small. I think it definitely looks best with the Quest of any of them, just because the Quest is smaller. The Rift S, it'll hold mine, but it's big. Let me know what you think. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in another reality.